Thank you for checking out our video. I'm Stephanie Barnes, a creativity and innovation consultant based in Berlin, and my partner in crime is Paulina LaRocca, a creative problem-solving consultant from Australia. We decided to make a series of short videos discussing a theme that comes up when we talk to people about creativity and relate it to a video or article or something that we have found. So this first video, we're talking about the importance of creativity in our successes and connecting it to a video that came out in 2016. The video is called Alike, and there will be a link in the comments in case you haven't seen it or if you want to see it again. Now, Paulina, I'm going to let you start with the first comment about Alike and creativity in our success. Get us started.
Well, it's a beautiful little film, and it's not very long to watch. It was done by people who worked at Pixar, and you can certainly tell the professionalism of the animation and the quality and skill of the storytelling. I think it's really quite poignant, and it's actually really emotionally engaging and paints a very compelling picture of how we actually managed to start like such creative individuals and have it just kind of worn down and almost destroyed out of us, and that we do it in such a way that we don't even know it's happening, and that we come to accept that that is the norm.
Yes, yes. And that's so much of what has come out in these workshops I've been doing in the last month, is people kind of look at me when I say, oh, we're all artists and we're born creative, and I have these stats and things that I throw up on my PowerPoint slide, and they're like, whoa. They hadn't, like you say, it's just worn away, and they forget how creative they were as children, and the stuff that they did, the art projects they did, or how they problem solved. Because when we're kids, we don't know anything. We have to make it up, for ourselves or discover it for ourselves, and so yeah. But we, as adults, we kind of go, oh well, I've always known that, or I've always been this way, and totally forget that somewhere along the line you've lost this creativity and this curiosity in a lot of cases, and just accept, well, oh, my boss, says to do it this way, so I'm going to do it this way. I'm not going to question. So, yeah, the video was great for reminding us to be a child sometimes, and or channel our inner 2-year-old and start asking why. It drives people crazy maybe, but you get some interesting answers, and you get to some interesting solutions that way too, because you get to the root cause. So you don't just say, oh well, we've done it this way always, so we're not going to change it. So
what I thought was interesting was the film alluded to some of the developmental issues that the child was going to have. So the feelings of rage, anger, frustration, that are considered deviant behaviors or on the path to it, rebellion, etc. When actually what he was expressing is, and too young to actually know what nor how to express it successfully, but the fact that his creative spirit was being so crushed that, already at the age of whatever he was, 4, 6, that, his emotions were actually being, curtailed in a way that was no longer viable for him. And yet we look at punishing him rather than actually seeing the signals there of happy child going to distressed child, and that there could be something else going on there. No, we just blame the child.
Yes, yeah. And I thought it was interesting that the father sort of does recognize that at the end, and plays the violin, pretend violin in the park, and and the color comes back, and the child is happy again, and he's realized he's okay, that this is good behavior, so, and desirable behavior. So yeah, it was a great little film.
Yeah, it was. It was beautiful, and it's timeless. You can see it being relevant in 10 years' time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I like the fact that there was no language in it. It's all just done with images. So, and the music.
That's true. Yeah. But it's so rich in storytelling. It's interesting. I had forgotten. You're right. There's actually no physical words spoken. That is fascinating.
Yeah. Yeah. Which means it's cross-cultural then too. So it doesn't matter what language you speak.
Yeah.
The video will speak to you. So
yes,
your experience. Yeah. Cool. Good.
Do we talk any more about anything else? Or
I think we're done. Do you want to wrap it up?
The second time around.
I don't know. Do you have something else you want to add?
I do think that I would add, I think it's a must-watch for any parent in particular to actually understand their child and the importance of creativity. But I also think it's a must-watch for anyone who's actually caught up in the working life and just to question some of the things that we're doing because, yes, we are becoming in danger of being machines. And it's not that work cannot be fulfilling and education cannot be fulfilling. That, they make quite a black and white example. And it's not to say that always school is bad and that we always hated it and stuff like that. But I think it's a good reminder to make sure that, yes, we aren't just falling into the trap of going through rote and that we are doing things that fulfill us, even if sometimes work can't be that everything, that we have it in other areas of our lives.
Yes. Yeah, well, work doesn't have to be everything, but as long as we bring it in other areas of our lives, then, that's a good thing. So, which is what I started doing when I started painting and drawing and doing all of that stuff. And now I bring it in and it's my day job, which is even better.
Which is even better.
Yes. So,
which brings me to the point that, I don't know if you've actually seen any of Howard Gardner's work. He's a Harvard psychology professor, but he talks about, I think it's the 7 different types of intelligences that there are. Okay. And his thing is that school is too limiting in our intelligence. So he talks about things like intrapersonal intelligence, interpersonal intelligence, gardening, like naturalistic intelligence, spatial, mathematical, musical. So not just defining it in terms of art or singing or music, and really kind of taking it to say the fact that if you can commune with plants, that actually is. It's an extraordinary skill, but it's not normally recognized in education as being a skill.
Yeah. Maybe we should talk about that in our second video.
Cool. Yeah, actually, makes perfect sense. We probably should. So
yeah. Good. Excellent.
Cool.
Are you going to wrap us up and send us out?
Oh, yes, I'm going to wrap us. Thank you for the cue, Stephanie. Yes. So that concludes our first creativity wrap-up that we've done. We hope that you really enjoyed our little debrief on the film. If you haven't watched it, by all means, please do watch it. It's a really important film in understanding not only your personal creativity, but how important it is for us as individuals, for us as families, and for us as a society. So, yes, we highly recommend you watching it. You will love it, and you will be moved.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Cool.